Summer is right around the corner, and it's the perfect opportunity for ice cream, watermelon, and the great outdoors. Hello everyone, I'm Robin, and I extend a warm welcome to today's video. I'm thrilled to join in the Summer Entertaining Challenge organized by Dawn at Shabby Meets Bling and Monica at Up All Night DIY. Make sure to check the description box for their links below, and also all of the wonderful creators in the playlist. I took a truck sign from Dollar Tree and I looked on the web what an ice cream truck looked like. Basically drew it on the other side so I could cut it out. And I did use a knife to cut this. Be very careful if you decide to use a knife because it is sharp, and I was very, very careful. And then I took the truck. I wanted to make the inside window a bit bigger. Then I wasn't sure what color paint I should paint it, so I mixed up a few different colors to paint the truck. Then I had to fix the wheels, so I took the wheel off on the other side, and using hot glue I glued it into place, and I also glued the front wheel into place as well. I also took some tape. This is from the Dollar Tree because I wanted a window where you could actually buy the ice creams. And then I glued the wheels on. Then I took some dowel because my ice cream truck window needed a little shelf. So I'm just deciding what to put as the little shelf, and I did decide to go with the dowel. I just glued that on. Here it is so far. Once I had the dowels on, then I cut some popsicle sticks, just the ends, and I glued them on as the little curtain. Then I colored all the little curtain with marker. I had this cute little sign and decided to put that on, and I went and bought some of these little ice cream cones. They are actual candy that I got at Dollar Tree, and I put that on. Then I made a sign that said ice cream. I wasn't happy with the sign, and I had these little words that I got at Dollarama, so I just painted the sign over white, and then using the words I glued them on to the truck, not only where the sign was, but in other spots as well. And here's the truck so far. I decided to add some burlap all along the window and make some little ice cream cones, and here's the finished product. I'm really happy with how it turned out. So I had this wooden tray that I got at Dollar Tree, and I had this tablecloth that I got there as well, and the tablecloth was for summer party. So I did take one piece out that looked like a mason jar drink with a straw inside, and just using Elmer's glue I glued it to the bottom of the tray. Once I had done that, I wanted to put some kind of embellishments on it, and I had this party banner that I also got from Dollar Tree, and I cut the sides out of the letter Y from the party banner, and I glued them on either side of the box. Once that was done, I had this half a lime from a summer Dollar Tree sign that I'd gotten last year, and I just popped that off and glued it onto the top of the tray. I still thought it needed a little something, so I took these glass beads and I made a little flower at the top, a colorful flower. And here's how it looks like. Then I decided to use furniture marker on the two ends, but I wasn't really liking how that looked. So then I decided to cover it with blue straws. So I just hot glued a straw to one end and also a piece of straw to the other. I love this colorful tray. It's so festive for a summer gathering. You could use it as a decoration or an actual tray. For my next DIY, I took 2 of these hard styrofoam discs that I got at Dollar Tree and I painted the middle red. Then, using the same leaf green paint, I painted all around the red circle. I did this on 2 different discs. After I painted the middle part white, I took some black paint and just by dabbing onto the red part, I made some seeds. Then I took my scroll saw and I cut the disc in half. Then I took more paint and I covered up at the top in red, white, and green. For my next DIY, I took another one of those foam rounds and I had this ribbon on hand from last year from Dollar Tree. And I went around several times with hot glue on the ribbon. Just adding hot glue periodically, just to make sure that the ribbon was holding together. I did use quite a lot of ribbon, a whole roll for this project. Then I took the remaining pieces of ribbon and I molded them into 2 little handle shapes and I added those on with hot glue. Once that was done, I took my green paint and I painted all around the bottom part of my little basket. I did have to do a couple of coats of paint just so it would hide all the ribbon. Here's how it looks. Then I took the red paint and I did the same thing, covering all of the top layer. I also decided to do the little handles as well, and the insides of the handles. Then I took the black paint and I made some little seeds. Looking fresh. A slice of summer. This little basket makes a sweet summertime. And I love how it turned out. My next DIY, I got a pattern off the Steve Good website of a bird feeder. And then I cut it out with my scroll saw. After that, I had to take all of the pieces and put them together so that everything would match up because it was kind of like a puzzle. But using masking tape at the bottom of all of the pieces helped to keep it well together. Then I sanded it. Now I'm adding hot glue to all of the seams on the inside of the connections, just because I wanted it to have a more secure fit. And I decided I wanted a napkin on the top for the roof. And the reason why was because green was supposed to attract different kinds of birds that I wanted. But I didn't like how it was looking, so I decided to add this napkin that I got from Temu. So I'm just adding hot glue everywhere. And then I decided to add French linen chalk paint to the outer walls of the bird feeder. I looked it up online and I found out that actually Mod Podge is not good for birds because it could get stuck in their throat, like peel off and then they eat it. So that's why I decided not to use Mod Podge on this project. Once I had painted everything, then I decided to put another napkin at the bottom of the bird feeder, but not on the inside, only on the outside, and then I just practically wrapped it up like a present. Here's how it's looking so far, and I think it's looking really pretty. Not only could you use this as a bird feeder, but you could have it on your table as a centerpiece. It's great for summer entertaining. And they have a lot of other cute patterns on the Steve Good website. One even looks like a gazebo. Then I took this polyurethane and I covered the whole top, bottom, sides, everything with the polyurethane. And when I did that on the top, the green started peeking out from the other napkin, which is okay by me because of the birds that I wanted to attract really like the color green. And how do I know this? Because this guy did an experiment with all these different colors, and the main ones that attracted the birds were green and silver. I wanted the polyurethane to cover everywhere, so I made sure to add it in all of the spots, even on the very bottom, just to give it a good coat, a nice finish, and to protect it from the elements. After it was dry, I brought it outside and I added some bird seeds. And then I went into the house. We have 2 big picture windows out front, so I could see what was going to happen. And sure enough, a little squirrel came to eat some bird seeds. It's time to embrace the joyous season of summer with delightful indulgences like ice cream, watermelon, and the beauty of nature. Let's celebrate the arrival of summer together and make unforgettable memories in the process. These awesome DIY projects we've put together are going to bring some serious coolness and excitement to the table this summer. This challenge isn't just about having a good time for ourselves, it's about creating an enjoyable experience for our guests and even the critters around us. For more summer entertaining ideas at the cottage, click on the next video.